On today's menu, a delicious recipe that has a fiery personality. Delicious spicy tomato noodles. Lei Hong Ma, I'm Yeung from YoungManCooking.com. Welcome to the channel where you can cook with confidence. I absolutely love noodle recipes, and this one is a bit of a unique one. Let's begin. Bring a pot of water to boil for the noodles. Chop in half about 115 grams of green beans. Two pieces of garlic, finely chopped. Three sticks of green onion, finely chopped. One tomato, diced. Remove the seeds from about 4 dried chilies. You can use these chili seeds, or you can just save them for your next pizza. You can save this aquafaba for making a delicious chickpea mayonnaise. I'll leave a link in the description box below. You can check that out. Make it really easily with this aquafaba. Half cup canned chickpeas. That's pretty much it for the prep. Super simple. We're gonna make a sauce starting with this thick kind of chili paste. This is a Korean chili paste, or gochujang. Now, you can definitely buy this from the supermarkets, or you can make a sort of quick version, which is this one here at home, and I'll leave a link in the description box below where you can make this really easily as well. 1 generous tablespoon gochujang, 1.5 tablespoons soy sauce, 2 tablespoons water, 1 teaspoon dark soy sauce. Mix. Cook the noodles for half the time the package instructions, in this case 2 minutes. Give the noodles a stir to prevent them from sticking. Strain out the noodles and set aside. Non-stick pan. Medium heat. This is a delicious, smoky, not too spicy chili oil made in the previous episode. It is so aromatic. Definitely always have this on hand. I'll leave a link in the description box below where you can check this out and make this really easily at home as well. 2 tablespoons chili oil. Garlic and dried chilies. Green onions. Green beans. Saute for 3 to 4 minutes. Chickpeas. Saute for a couple of minutes. Tomato. Saute for another couple of minutes. noodles, sauce, $50 bean sprouts. Saute for another couple of minutes and it's done. Plate. Sprinkle over some freshly chopped cilantro. One teaspoon toasted sesame seeds. You can now enjoy this delicious noodle dish with absolute confidence. This is such a special treat. It's going to have really, really unique kind of flavors of that. That is so packed with flavor. It's actually really surprising because when you look at it, it just looks like a rustic noodle dish, but it has such a simple yet complex level of flavor. You have the noodles that are cooked perfectly because we just half cooked them in the boiling water and we finished cooking them with the actual stir fry. The green beans add that delicious crunchiness, which goes really well with that kind of chewy texture from the chickpeas that just really substantiate this dish. But you have that incredible sauce that is flavored from that delicious gochujang that has the spicy, smoky, the sweet, the tanginess. And we added that soy sauce, which gives it this bit of a saltiness as well as a delicious umami. That sauce gets absorbed into those noodles and it goes incredibly well with the contrasting flavor of the tomato, which adds that delicious cooked down kind of sweetness and a little bit of acidity. The dark soy sauce is what gives this dish or those noodles that beautiful dark caramel color. The chili oil also adds that smokiness and a little bit of that spicy kick. The sesame seeds add that sesame kind of aroma. The green onions, the garlic, and the dried chilies just further flavors that chili oil because we cooked that first. And if you eat the dried chilies, it really is a little bit spicy, but again, it goes really well with that contrasting sweetness of the delicious tomato. The bean sprouts just add that kind of freshness and a little bit of that crunchiness. The cilantro also adds that fresh aromatic flavor. You definitely don't expect adding fresh tomato into a stir fry, but man, that is really seriously tasty with these incredibly delicious, visually stunning plate of noodles. Right, so you might have noticed that I've been starting to use this new pan that I just purchased. It has this beautiful beechwood handle. This is by Staub, and it is a enameled cast iron frying pan, which means it's not a raw cast iron surface. And this is advertised as non-stick, although you still kind of have to be careful with what and how you cook. But this is definitely becoming one of my favorite pans by far. This is very similar to the carbon steel pans that I also have been using for quite some time. This is heavier because it's cast iron. This is much lighter, but the non-stick ability is actually quite amazing and it's very easy to clean up. You can use dish soap in this pan, and what I normally do after I cook is I'll let it cool down a little bit, put it in some hot water, just let it soak, and then wash it out with some dish soap and rinse it out with some water just like normal. One drawback about this pan is because it has a wooden handle, it's not oven safe, whereas the carbon steel, the entire pan is made of carbon steel, so it can go in the oven. One drawback about the carbon steel pan is that if you use the pan to cook acidic foods like tomatoes and tomato sauce, it will strip a lot of that hard-earned non-stick coating that you've kind of been putting onto that pan, whereas in the enameled cast iron, you can definitely cook tomatoes, tomato sauce, it doesn't matter. This episode is definitely not sponsored by any of those companies, and that's why I always plug the cookbooks, the Vegan Ramen Cookbook or the Cook with Confidence Cookbook. And if you like easy and delicious recipes like this one, then definitely check these books out. Take a sneak peek inside the book or get your signed copy in the link in the description box below. As always, remember to subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll see you in the next episode.